no time for nothing. All I do is run. I ain't got no time for loving. I ain't got no time for fun. I ain't got no time for nothing. All I do is run. All I do is run. All I do is, all I do is, all I do is run. In the morning, you're making breakfast, pancakes and ham jam. In the afternoon, you make a sandwich, green eggs and ham. Then for dinner, you're smoking pot roast, cranberries from a can. So when it's time for dessert, I'm a happy man. I ain't got no time for family. I ain't got no time for blood. I ain't got no time for nothing. All I do is run. Got no time for church on Sunday. I ain't got no time for God. I ain't got no time for no one. All I do is run. All I do is run. All I do is, all I do is, all I do is run. In the winter, you put your socks on beneath the linen. Then for springtime, in the springtime, the days get longer, even when you sleep in. In the summer, you're on the shoreline, salty sun-kissed skin. In the autumn, like leaves, you're falling in my arms for the wind. I ain't got no time for romance. I ain't got no time for fun. I ain't got no time for nothing. All I do is run. I ain't got no time for loving. I ain't got no time for fun. I ain't got no time for nothing. All I do is run. All I do is run. All I do is, all I do is, all I do is run. Ooh, still haven't got that one memorized, obviously. So now we pass to Washed Away. No, Washed Away I'm doing with the band. So we go to In My Sky. Am I missing something here? I feel like I'm missing something. Well, anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to perform this one, but I was going to have a guy with it's a hand drum called a DAF come and join me. I thought this might be good for that. In my life, in my soul, good things come and good things go. In my time, in my world, in my head, that's how I know. In my blood, in my vein, in my heart, it's all the same. In the sky, on the ground, look to the light, listen to sound. Taste the air, breathe in the funk, sweep up the mess, I'm grabbing my junk. In the night, in your dreams, anything goes, that's what it means, yeah. Okay, so anyway, that one needs work. Oh, there's someone here on the Book of Faces. Who is that? C'est qui? Là, qui nous regarde, actuellement. Okay, maintenant. Stomping Ground of Prophets. N'hésitez pas de dire bonjour to le monde. Don't hesitate to say hello, say hi. Now this one I've got to tune down because it's in drop D, because it's so heavy. Does that sound right? Watch out. Tread a hill of marble, my feet in sandals blistered, felt it so familiar. Stomping ground of prophets, swam a sea of drifting bliss, the sun has shown up brilliance, draft the ocean's brighter taste and correlate the blue silence. The deepest blue, the desert night, the moon bright white reflected eyes. I recognize the lonesome harbor, the valley of subconscious. Sits between your toes are cut on stones like razors. Echoes carry across the gorge on a poor echo vapor. And when she saddles up to me, her voice a laughing flutter, flashing eyes and lips and teeth, the aura of the ancient. I'd seen this scene before, the sacred sea carved in the sky. Unblinking edges, constellations, summer sunlight in the morning. The aura of the ancients, the valley of subconscious, rippling waves of silence, the stomping ground of prophets. All right, 10 minutes for that one, huh? So that's it. That's the whole set list for the Fête de la Musique, là, qui aura lieu demain à Paris, vers le BNF, le Bibliothèque nationale française, à la Place Jean-Michel Basquiat, nommé après un artiste américain assez connu. Et en plus, il a un nom assez francophone, c'est pour ça. Et je suis très fier de jouer avec mes amis là-bas demain. Donc, si vous êtes à Paris pendant la fête de la musique, vous êtes les bienvenus et venez nombreux. All right, so what do we do now? Got a few minutes left. Anyone have any questions? I'm waiting. Bueller? Anyone? Well, so, as I was saying previously, I really should finish a painting before I begin another. Here's a painting I'm still working on, but I have an excuse for this one because I'm testing. I'm using spray paint on this one. I'm not very skilled at spray painting. I've never been a tagger, a writer, a vandal. So I'm testing out the spray paint method on some smaller versions before I commit it to the larger canvas, which I spent a lot of time preparing with the book paper and blueprint here, as you can see. So this morning I was walking up the hill and to l'atelier, and I saw this scene here. There's this little statue that I've never noticed. It's like perched above the sign of a jazz club here called the Zebra, as I like to say. And so I'm using the grid system here to enlarge the photograph that I took. So I took the photograph, and with a digital manipulation tool, I superimposed a grid. Oh, there's someone there. Please say hi. Il y a quelqu'un là. N'hésitez pas de dire bonjour. Tout le monde ici. Et si vous avez des questions, je suis à l'écoute. Who's that? Do you have any questions? I'm just trying to explain the grid system here. So the grid system is a method for enlarging and copying an image. And so what I did was I took the photo, the original photo, made a grid on it, squares, and then I am in the process of enlarging and copying it by putting a grid onto this piece of paper, squares again. And so then what you can do is it's easier to find the proportions and the placement in a small zone than it is to just go out and try to get trust your placement on a larger page. So this is really helpful and handy, and also kind of fun, because if you find yourself concentrating on just one square of the grid, disregarding everything else, it sort of magically all comes together. It can be a bit confusing. I'm doing these perspective lines right here, because these are you see the windowsills and the windows and some other things, and the way that I took the photo up like this, the perspective is quite severe, so that's helping out a lot. Using a ruler as well with that, and you see here I can calculate where the perspective lines are going to have to cross on the grid. So that's the deal there. I thought this was kind of funny. I'm starting out with pencil. I think I'm gonna go in with Posca, which is a paint pen. Posca, maybe a promotion. Then it's going to be mixed media. I don't think I'll do any spray paint on this one. I don't really like working with spray paint. It's kind of chicka. Maybe I could double multitask, like, shaking the can. It's a no. But anyway, we just got a minute left, and so I think I'll leave it at that. So anyone have any questions before we go? Well, anyway, don't forget, tomorrow, Place Jean-Michel Basquiat for la Fête de la Musique, for the music festival. Partout la France, demain. Everywhere in France tomorrow. But here, we'll be in Paris. So, I guess I'll wrap it up and bid adieu. Ciao.